It's that time of the year again, when we, the F1 fans, gather to witness one of the sport's most prestigious events, the Monaco Grand Prix. It's the home race of Charles Leclerc, and unofficially, for about 75% of the grid, since most of those motherfuckers live there thanks to the low tax rates. Once considered the glamorous crown jewel of Formula 1, Monaco now feels more like a glorified
traffic jam,
complete with super yachts and these days even fake scenic backdrops. Every year we tune in hoping for wheel-to-wheel drama, and every year we are treated to 78 laps of follow the leader. Monaco has become a traffic jam for millionaires. So today I'd like to propose a few changes, ways we can bring real racing back to Monte Carlo and finally deliver the spectacle that F1 fans deserve. Let's start with the most obvious solution. Force the teams to use all the available dry tire compounds. In theory, this might spice things up a little, maybe shake up the strategy, force a few more pit stops and pit stop errors, but in reality it will probably do next to nothing. And of course, we all have to collectively pray to the racing gods that it stays bone dry on race day, because if it so much as drizzles, teams will just slap on intermediates and cruise to the finish line, bypassing any tire strategy entirely. Now you might be wondering why I only mentioned intermediates and not full wets. That's simple. The FIA seems to treat full wet tires like decorative museum pieces. You know, those blue striped tires you see on your screen before the race starts? Yeah, they're not actually meant to be raced on. They're just there to complete the color palette. Because if there is proper rain, chances are the race will be delayed, red flagged, or run behind the safety car for half the laps. Heaven forbid drivers actually race in wet conditions. This is Formula 1, not water sports. My next brilliant suggestion is for Pirelli to bring softer compounds to Monaco. You know, those tires that actually degrade faster than you take time to subscribe to my channel. No, I'm being for real now. Subscribe, it only takes 2 seconds. In Formula 1, while we only see 3 tire options per weekend, soft, medium and hard, there are actually 5 dry compounds available. C1 through C5, with C5 being the softest and C1 being basically stone. So instead of showing up with the harder end of the range and turning the race into a one-stop snooze fest, why not bring the softest of the soft? At least then we might see some strategy, maybe a couple of desperate overtakes, or dare I say tire management actually mattering. Because right now tire wear in Monaco is so minimal, drivers could probably do half the race on a set of mediums and still have enough grip left to drive home afterward. Now I know, the solutions I've mentioned so far aren't perfect. Forcing tire strategies and hoping for dry weather isn't exactly groundbreaking stuff, so maybe it's time we stop pretending Monaco can be saved with logic and tradition. Maybe, just maybe, we need to think bigger, bolder, crazier. So with that in mind, allow me to propose some alternative ideas, or dare I say, more extreme solutions, to inject some actual life into the so-called crown jewel of Formula 1. Remove mirrors. You want tension? You want real racing? Simple. Take off the mirrors. Let the drivers actually feel the pressure behind them. Imagine the thrill. You're heading into Portier. You think someone's there, but you're not sure. Is it a Red Bull or just your imagination? That's what we call immersive motorsport. Let them rely on instinct, not comfort. The no mirror technique has been tested for years now by Lance Stroll, and it seems to do wonders in terms of unpredictability. Not just when racing, but even after the race has finished.
Oh!
That's why
Sebastian Vettel backed off after the race has finished. We're on the slowdown lap.
Oh, Vettel just ran right to the side of me.
Is that possible? Stroll is not looking where he's going. He completely shunted into my car.
Oh yeah, thank you Lance Stroll for testing the no mirror technique. And let's be honest, when was the last time a driver actually used their mirrors for something useful? If someone dives down the inside, it's either ignored or it leads to a radio message whining about how that was dangerous. And besides, defensive driving is basically a war crime under current FIA rules. So what's the point of knowing who's behind you if you can't do anything about it? So let's go full retro. Who knows, maybe they will even start looking over their shoulder like in go-karts. Now, since the other solutions I mentioned might not be enough to fix the Monaco Grand Prix, maybe it's time we stop pretending this is still a serious race weekend. Let's face it, the tradition, the prestige, the history, none of that matters if everyone's just running a high-speed formation lap for 78 laps. So if we really want to make Monaco exciting again, maybe we need to embrace the absurd. Maybe the answer isn't better racing, maybe it's better chaos. And with that, my team and I, after many hours of studying, we came up with the best solution. Allow me to introduce the next level of innovation in motorsport entertainment: random power-ups. Yeah, we're doing this. So, picture this: a driver hits a trigger zone at Raskas and boom, extra battery deployment for the next lap. Suddenly he's got more juice than anyone expected, and maybe, just maybe, he sends it into said default like he's got nothing to lose. Or how about DRS outside DRS zones? Hit a certain line near the tunnel and the wing magically opens. Monaco's already a fantasy, so let's add a little surprise to it. Could you imagine the chaos if someone actually tried a move at Raskas with that kind of gift? And for the real spice, a few seconds of no corner cut penalties, just long enough to completely ignore the turn after the tunnel. But wait, it gets better. At each stop, the tire compound for each individual wheel will be randomly assigned. That's right, your left front might get soft, your right rear could be hard, and the other two might be mediums or hards. It's like F1 meets a roulette wheel. Perfect for the Monaco Grand Prix. I mean, if that's not better racing, I don't know what it is, man. I mean, it's madness, sure, but at least it's a watchable madness, because right now, watching Monaco is like watching rich people sit in traffic. You tune in hoping for carnage, controversy, or rain. So yeah, give me power-ups, give me random penalties, give me chaos. At least then I would feel like I wasted my Sunday. Yeah, that was the video about the Monaco Grand Prix. Tell me what do you think about it in the comments. What is your ultimate solution to finally make the Monaco Grand Prix actually watchable again? And all I have to say is, for once in your life, don't be like Ferrari or Alpine. Make the right decision and subscribe.